What's up, idiot?
What's up, dum-dum?
That's me.
How are you feeling after Titanic?
Oh my god. We saw my favorite movie in the theater last night. One of my favorites.
One of your favorite movies.
Yeah, one of my favorites. But yeah, Titanic is back in the theater for its 25th anniversary in 3D. And we went last night and it was so good. It was so magical. I got choked up fucking immediately. I didn't think that was going to happen, but it was so loud and so big. And literally the second, when the beginning starts with the water and that like wooing music starts, and I like my throat went, ugh, like all my feels went straight to my throat. I'm like, I'm gonna cry already.
As soon as the lights went out and that part of the movie started, I glanced at you and you were like, there's no like word for what you looked like. You were just you were a sound. You were
I know it's on film the whole time. I got choked up so many fucking times. It was so loud and it was so beautiful. And it's like in 4K or whatever. So everything looks so beautiful and sharp and bright. And everybody looks so gorgeous. And it got all in my feels.
Yeah, it was okay.
Oh, God. Everybody, first of all, we made a Patreon video of our experience last night because it was funny. And you never saw the movie before. So I had to document it. And almost everybody under the comments is like, I think he liked it more than he's saying he did. Everybody thinks you're lying. Everybody thinks you're downplaying how much you liked it. I'm like, I think when he thinks about it more overnight, maybe he'll admit that it was really good.
It was a fine film. It's not for me.
Yeah, but you said you get why people love it so much and get why people get emotional over it.
Sure, absolutely.
I consider that a victory.
Absolutely, a victory. I mean, here's the thing, and I think we've lost sight of this in a world of like reactions and reviews.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why people can't say like, I mean, we've obviously 2 years we've talked about this. There are things that are good that just aren't for me. I understand that. Like Titanic is a good film. It's a well-made film. I talked to you about it last night. It hits all the archetypes. It hits all the folklore. It gets you in the feels. It does everything it's supposed to do. The music swells at the right time. It's a finely crafted, well-made film.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not for me.
Right.
I don't understand why people are like, I don't like it. It's terrible.
No, like when you show me that part in Avengers, right? Where they do that big battle at the end.
Yeah.
Like, I don't literally want to watch that at all, but I can admit that that was like fucking awesome. Like that looks fun. And if I was into it, I feel like that would be like the ultimate moment for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But every single person in the world is like, I didn't like it. It's garbage.
I know. I'm so fucking sick of Twitter and people being contrary and people being ugly. And on Instagram, somebody posts their fucking before and after of something and everybody's like, I liked it better before. I liked it better before. That looks like shit. All the comments are like, why are you so fucking aggressive? Put your phone down. Go outside. Everybody's annoying me. Shut up. Literally everybody shut the fuck up.
Oh, but you last episode, you were Little Miss Sunshine Friendshine.
Bro, just everybody's aggravating me. Everybody under your Titanic thread was aggravating me. You said in the fucking tweet that you had never seen it before, and then people are borderline giving spoilers under your fucking post. It's like, do you understand the fucking internet? Do you understand human behavior? I can't. Everybody's irritating me. Everybody on Twitter, people, it's still going from the pandy. People haven't left their house. People are aggro. People are poor. All the all the news is bad. So people are like angry. I get that, but you literally don't have to take it out on strangers. That's not where to funnel the fucking energy. You mutants.
I get you.
I get that.
I get that. I just think in that same sense, like I try very hard on any of my social media.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's important that we raise voices and we raise our concerns and we let our ideas about social issues and be known. But at the same time too, like there's a way of doing that without becoming part of the bombardment of negativity. Literally.
Yes. And you can hear their tone. It's like, you're not calm. You're not explaining. Like you behind your phone is like, that's how everybody in the internet sounds lately. And I'm like, I literally cannot stand everybody lately. Just calm down. Your opinion is not the only fucking opinion that matters, first of all.
And also, like, I posted something about don't support hateful people just because they're talking about UFOs. and someone tried to kind of troll me underneath it and said, like, you must feed off of this drama. And instead of like taking that bait or even just blocking them, I said, actually, no, I feed off garlic bread and happiness.
Yes. And then I retweeted it.
Yeah. And then their reply was, that sounds nice.
Yeah, literally, boom, roasted, shut down.
And it was over.
Right, I'm not going to sit here with you and be some troll. What do you think about? I'm going to write back and talk shit about people with you? Fucking no. God, like negativity is not a bonding fucking moment. So over it.
Garlic bread is a bonding moment.
Sure as fuck is. It's so right now. Listen, before we were getting ready to come on here, I was like, oh, we got those hot pretzels from the dollar store.
Did you eat any?
No, I didn't eat one yet. I didn't have time.
I had 2 today.
Dang, I'm gonna eat some after this.
3 minutes in the air fryer.
Don't they get crunchy though? They're supposed to be soft.
They're so good. No, because you got to put them in frozen.
Okay, yeah.
And 3 minutes in the air fryer, and I ate them, and they were better than the pretzels at the Detroit Zoo.
Well, any pretzels are better than those.
I was waiting for that.
I know, I just told people not to be negative. Not the same.
I'll put it in a better spin. How's this? They taste more like pretzels than the cupcake pretzels they have at the Detroit Zoo.
Yes, they don't taste pretzely. They taste like a pastry. It's not the same.
Cupcake pretzel.
Not the same. Yeah, but anyway, circle way fucking back to Titanic. I was swooning over Billy Zane the whole time. He was so, like, the screen was so big and he was so big and he was in 3D and I'm like, God damn it, love this man. And then I went to the bathroom and I came back and it was the part where Cal, after Rose has been out with Jack all night, Cal and Rose sit down to breakfast and that's when Cal flips the table and he goes crazy.
He flips the table. He knocks everything off the table. He screams. I think he hits her.
No, he doesn't hit her there.
Is it not? He doesn't hit her there yet?
No.
Okay, so he's just verbally and mentally abusive to her for the first time, really viscerally.
Yeah.
And you were right. You were walking past me right as it was happening. And I thought to myself, as soon as she sits down, I'm going to say, you like this fucking guy? And before I could say that to you, what did you say to me?
I go, he's so fucking hot right here. And you were like, what is wrong with you?
And you said, I have problems.
Oh my God, because he leans forward and he's like, my fiance. Yes, you are. And I was like, oh, so good.
I was like, this guy is the worst. And you were thinking, this guy is the best.
He's such the best. I fucking hate it. I'm like, this whole movie, I would be like, Jack, you're really nice and all, and thank you for rescuing me. Your drawings are lovely, but I have a rich, angry husband, and I love him. Sorry, bye. I can't help it. I love him.
But I don't think so in real life.
No, probably not, but
not in real life, because in real life, let's say you were Rose in that film, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so think of yourself at, like, she's supposed to be what, like 17?
Yeah.
Okay, so think of you at 17.
Yeah.
With some rich, like 26 or 27-year-old guy who screams in your face.
Okay, you only did that when she was running around with another guy. I wasn't screaming for no reason.
You got problems.
I know, I'm gonna stop. And then you couldn't believe that they showed Rose naked.
I had no idea there was going to be boobs in this movie.
You're the last person to find out that Rose is naked in Titanic.
25 years later, I'm like,
Adam Barry.
Spoiler alert. 25 years later, I'm like, oh, shit. Kate Winslet's tits are in this movie. What is happening?
Her too. Nobody double.
Crazy.
And that part where he's like, where Jack's like over on the bed, on the couch. That was a real mistake, and James Cameron left it in because he liked it.
Which part?
When he's telling Rose to lay on the couch so we can draw her, he goes over on the bed. On the couch. That was an accident, and they kept it in.
Gotcha. And
where Leo says, I'm king of the world on the ship, that's ad-lib too. That wasn't in the script.
Oh, look at that.
I know. You're always the person where whatever we do, you're like, do you know this? Do you know that? Do you know in 1947, blah, 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 blah. And while we were watching Titanic, in my head, I'm like, I kept wanting to be like, do you know this? Do you know that? I know this about this. Do you know this about this? But I didn't do it. But in my head, I did it.
And now you can do it.
I know. There was other ones that I didn't know, and I took some screenshots last night from the fact page.
Also, I saw in our Patreon video, you sneaky dick.
What?
I told you not to record the film.
I did one tiny part. Oh, they said, remember on the when it's about to go down and they go on the other side of the rail and they're on top of the boat waiting for it to go down and get sucked down. When Rose says, Jack, this is where we first met. That wasn't in the script either. She said that out of nowhere and they left it in. I like that.
Little ad libs.
And where she spits in Cal's face, she was supposed to jab him with a hairpin, which sounds ridiculous. And she's like, she suggested that she spits in his fucking face, and they were like, boom, we love that. Let's do it.
Oh, I get both of those though.
Yeah.
Because then it gives that hairpin that they found more of a backstory.
It's true. But they show it close up before he's about to draw her.
Yeah. You know what you should do, because we can do this now in the era of the internet?
What?
You should track down the original shooting script.
Mm-hmm.
And watch it along with the movie and see the parts that were cut out. And you'll also see the direction that they were given, because it'll say things like, Jack turns with a mad look on his face, stuff like that. And see if Leo played it that way or if he went his own direction with it.
Yeah, somebody's probably done that somewhere. Or it might be on bonus footage. I know there's like billions of hours of bonus footage. But another thing that I read was that Celine Dion did not like that fucking song. She didn't want to record it. But then her husband, what's the word I'm looking for? Convinced her. I can't think of normal words. Convinced her to record it. So she's like, fine, I'll fucking do it. She did it once. She literally did it once. So the song that we hear is the fucking demo.
Pretty Frank Sinatra of her.
Isn't that crazy? I didn't know that either.
That's how Frank Sinatra mostly recorded.
Really? Just like wasted, not giving a fuck?
They would record all of the music. They'd bring in the huge string band and everything, and they'd record the whole song. And then Frank Sinatra, he'd say like, "You've got me for an hour." He'd walk in, he'd do the song like once. That's good enough. And then he'd do the next song and he'd just record the whole way. I gotta go.
Yeah, we've talked about this before. I don't like when shit's overly perfect anyway. I like weird voice cracks and like emotional moments and Yaz and Haze and whatever the fucking songs, just do it up.
Yeah, there's a part in Black Sabbath's Sweet Leaf, I think it's on the second verse, where Ozzy comes in just a fraction of a second too late, and it makes him sound high in a song called Sweet Leaf.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Not everything can be how it's supposed to be. Just gotta roll with it.
I mean, it is now. Everybody is like voice pitched and auto-tuned and...
Yeah, that's stupid. And then I knew about this story already, but I didn't think you knew about it. But there's this story on their final night of shooting in Nova Scotia. One or more people poisoned some clam chowder on the set with PCP, and 80 people were ill. James Cameron ate some. He had to make himself throw up. They never caught who did it. And I think it was like a disgruntled fucking crew member.
Well, that's pretty terrible.
I know, isn't that nuts?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a wild story. There's lots of wild stories. Oh, I feel like there's some other story. I didn't see it last night, but I feel like I've heard about it before, where like Leo had a pet lizard on the fucking set the whole time, and then at some point in the filming, the lizard fucking died. I'm like, why did he bring a pet lizard?
Have you ever seen the 2022 movie Titanic 666?
No. I know there's old ones. But I was thinking that last night.
Well, A Night to Remember, that's the most famous.
Yeah, but I was thinking last night when we were watching it, I'm like, there better never be anybody who has the balls to fucking redo this. Like, I don't want to see somebody try and do that again. There's no way. That was perfectly done. The sets were perfect. Everything was fucking perfect. There's no way to do the Titanic sinking better than that.
I feel like everything will be remade eventually.
I can't look at it. Not looking at it.
For your sake, I hope it's not while you're alive, but...
Yeah, better not be.
But I mean, people are going to try and remake it, or they'll reboot it, or not that story, but...
Yeah, not that story, just the whole sinking in general. Like, it can't look better than it did. I just don't understand how somebody could even try.
Yeah, I mean, eventually what's going to happen is someone like, movie budgets are $300-600 million now.
Yeah.
Eventually someone's just going to build a Titanic and sink it for a movie.
Literally. Okay, well, fine. That's the only way I'll look at it, is if they...
They actually build a huge ship.
Show everybody getting off in fucking lifeboats, crack it in half. Oh, and guess what?
What?
It's in theaters for another week, and I'm gonna go again.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I thought last night was the last night, and then I looked at movie ticket sites. I don't know if they brought it, like, drew it out another week because it's doing so well, and he's trying to beat the box office record again, or whatever the fuck, but...
Yeah, I mean, for sure, last night it was packed when we were there.
I mean, first of all, shut up. Second of all, It's already made. It's made a lot in the theater. It was not our theater, but somebody's theater. Nobody was there. It was like a midnight. It was a show that was going to go till midnight on a Wednesday. Of course, nobody was there, and that's what I'm going to go again. I'm going to go like Monday or Tuesday, late as possible, and sit there by myself and cry in the dark.
Should have saved your 3D glasses.
No, it's fine. I got a video with the memories in my heart. It was fun though. But you see how many moments in that movie are like pop culture, like moments and callbacks and memes and gifs and whatever the fuck. So now you know stuff.
Yeah, no, for sure. There were, I mean, as I was watching it, like frames of reference are just coming up time after time after time, whether it's, you know, it's been 84 years or Paint Me Like Your French Girls or like whatever. Like they just are all over the place.
All over the place. It's a very beloved movie.
King of the World, Don't Let Go. It's all stuff that's ingrained in
It's all there, baby.
Other stuff now. Yep.
Baked right in. Just crying about a shit movie. So good.
We've talked about that before too. Like it's so interesting with people who don't watch older films, like how many frames of reference they're not getting, or people who like, yeah. Strange.
I know, like Godfather. People have never seen The Godfather. I'm like, do you know how many pop culture references people always say they're from the fucking Godfather and like Gone with the Wind and fucking Casablanca? I had never seen Casablanca.
I was gonna say Casablanca is a big one too.
Yeah.
Because people always know the like, you play it for her, you can play it for me. Like the play it again Sam line. They know that's from Casablanca, but like Don't Amount to a Hill of Beans, like is from Casablanca.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that in my entire life.
What, the problems of two people don't amount to a hill of beans?
No, what is that?
You've never heard anybody say like your problems don't amount to a hill of beans?
No, what do I hang out at a fucking old folks home? Like who says that?
Me.
I never heard him say that.
What about this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship?
Well, yeah, that.
That's Casablanca.
I didn't know that.
That's the last line of the film. Spoilers, Adam Berry.
Spoiler, Adam Berry. Casablanca's from like 1932. We have to find literally the first film ever made and say spoiler, Adam Berry. It's got to be.
Casablanca's from 1942.
Okay, I was estimating. Okay, but what we haven't talked about yet too on here is our live show that we did last Friday, Wuwpod and Friends Live, where we drew a winner for the Win a Date with John TENNEY contest.
I know, I'm still trying to edit it down into a 1 hour listenable something.
Why's it gotta be an hour?
Because I'm taking out a lot of filler and a lot of pauses and a lot of ums and a lot of visual stuff that wouldn't make sense if you were just listening to it.
You should have just posted it how it was. Nobody cares.
I care.
I know you do, Virgo.
Virgo energy. So yes, we picked a winner.
Our friend and Patreon Cassandra Williams is our winner of our contest, which is fucking crazy because she's easily one of the biggest fans of our podcast. She posts about us on our Twitter all the time, on our Instagram. Listen, I recall on here specifically the last time we had our events in Wisconsin, we did an event at what was it? Is that an Oddfellows home? Lodge? What is it?
The Masonic Lodge?
Yeah, the Masonic Lodge. And then another event. And listen, Cass towed 7 toys to the Masonic Lodge. 7.
I remember.
Yeah, we talked about it on here. And she's the one who won. That is so fucking cute. That's meant to be. She's a good person. She's a hard worker. She's got kids. Her daughter's going to come with her. So we bought plane tickets for her and her daughter. I got them a hotel room with a hot tub in it. And I said, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm probably going to go in your hot tub. This is your prize. But I said, bring your bathing suits. Got you a hot tub. And then, yeah, on the show, we had Tammy from Holly Weird Paranormal Podcast. Yep. We had Chad Lindbergh, who you had a ghost show with. Yes,
Ghost Stalkers, and who just today revealed that he's on the new season of Star Trek Picard.
I know, he almost said it on our show. He said he had a secret and we couldn't get it out of him.
Yeah, he wanted to tell me so bad.
I know.
I texted him today. I was like, Star Trek, you motherfucker.
Well, he could have told you in private and not on our show.
Yeah, fun when you have secrets, though.
I know. That was a big one. That's a huge one.
That's a big one. I know someone in Starfleet.
I know. So official. And then on our live show, too, we had the Addams family, John and Toby, who are behind our favorite horror movie of 2022 called Hellbender, which is on all streaming platforms right now. You can watch it if you haven't seen it yet. They're fucking rad. They wrote, shot, starred in, made the music for the movie Hellbender with their daughters, who are awesome, Lulu and Zelda.
Good, solid weirdos.
I know, we had the best show. It was so fun. Everybody was so nice, as always. You and Chad talked about some weird ass shit.
Yeah, that's why I need to edit the episode, like, and get that weird shit out there to people so they can hear it. But they can still watch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'll still put the link for the YouTube show in this description for this episode.
Nice. Yeah, you said some crazy secrets on there. People can just listen to that one. I'm not going to say them again on here. That'll make them listen to the other one.
Yeah.
Like personal secrets, not secrets about us. Secrets about you and Chad that I didn't even know, and some other personal shit about yourself.
That's right. I forgot we talked about scissoring.
Yeah, well, it's literally in my notes. I put Chad Lindbergh scissoring. That's what I'm looking at right now. If you don't see that every day.
You know what we didn't talk about?
What?
We didn't talk about, we did this, Chad and I did this convention together, and this was the first time I kind of really saw this in action, which was we went back to the hotel and we were walking down the hallway going to we had separate rooms, but we were on the same floor. And as we like kind of came around the corner, there were people camped out in front of his door.
Oh gosh, dang.
And we turned around and went back in the elevator and went down and asked the hotel if he could switch rooms.
Oh shit.
And I was like, does that happen? He's like, yeah, it happens sometimes.
That's only going to get worse now that he's on Star Trek.
Well, no shit.
I mean, you've found people on your fucking house porch before.
That is true. It doesn't happen. It's very strange and odd and very scary.
That's not allowed. You guys can be the biggest fans of the podcast, but don't fucking show up at our houses.
Please.
Creepy time. Also, one of my favorite moments of our live show, it was literally right when we started, and I was trying to like get my camera facing the right way and like get a comfortable position, and Toad is behind me digging in the fucking blankets, and I'm like, what the fuck are you digging? And I turn around and he's in the crack of the sofa, and he found the most disgusting Cheeto with dog hair all over it, and then I held the hairy Cheeto up to the camera.
Yes, I left that in the audio edit that I'm putting together.
It's a fucking Cheeto.
A hairy Cheeto.
I almost kept it, but I threw it away. I thought it would be a funny souvenir for our history of our podcast. Like I was going to send it to somebody, but I'm like, no, this is fucking gross.
Put it in a little glass case.
I was going to, but it's gone. It's gone.
The funniest thing was that out of all the entries, the first pick that you picked was a blank piece of paper.
I know. I put all of our entries for our contest in a colander, a dollar store plastic colander. I didn't have a container that was big enough to like swoosh my hand around, so it was the only thing that was big enough. So I put all the little baby pieces of paper in there, and the very first draw was blank. It was literally no name on either side of the I still don't know how that happened.
I actually bought us a better container for your contest.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Was it a fishbowl?
No, it's actually a lamp globe.
See, I thought about that. I was gonna. Yeah, but I also wanted it to be see-through so people could see my hand in the pieces.
No, it's a 10-inch acrylic see-through lamp globe.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's what we'll use. Does it have a flat bottom, or is it rolly, like it's going to roll away if I set it down?
It'll roll away, but you can put a little beanbag underneath it.
You're a beanbag. Lots to talk about beans on this episode. Bean is just lurking. I swear I thought I saw Ghost Bean in the kitchen last night because, listen, we ate so much nonsense at the movies last night because we went to the dollar store before. We got candy, and then we got the biggest popcorns because the movie's 7 hours fucking long. We got the biggest pops. And then, okay, so I got home. You know, you have to do that thing where you have to eat real food because all you have in your stomach is fucking butter and candy. So I made soup. And then when you have a pet, if you have a cat or a dog, you know, you have to walk carefully when you have like coffee or soup, like you're going to pour it on their head. So I like go to turn around in the kitchen and I saw like a dog run by me and I was like, oh shit. And then I came into the living room where I was going to eat it on my little table and Toad is on the fucking couch. It wasn't him. Definitely wasn't him behind me. So I think it was Ghost Bean just chilling.
Just chilling, wanted some soup.
I know, he just wanted some soup. I think he's been around.
He's always around.
I know. I feel like it like spikes sometimes though.
What did I have when I got home?
I had Gardein vegetable soup.
I don't think I ate anything. I had peanut butter toast.
Nice. Solid.
Yeah.
I know I wanted those hot pretzels last night, but I'm like, no, that's not good. It's just going to be more crap.
Yeah. No, I had the two pretzels I had for breakfast.
You eat those right after this. And then I've watched some shit since we were on here last. I watched a lot of shit, actually. I'm going to have to save some for next week because it's too much. But
yes, please.
I know. I watched Skinamarink, the long-awaited, weird fucking horror movie that somebody made. And it leaked on the internet for a while. And then it came out on was it on Shudder?
Yes.
Yeah, it's on Shudder finally.
I saw the weird link when it got leaked.
Yeah, you did. And Katie loved it. What did you think?
It's for me, but I very much don't think that it's for everyone.
I didn't like it. I think this is the first time I've ever said that on here. It's not for me. I didn't love it. I get it. I fucking get it. It's a very quiet, slow, weird fucking movie. I respect how it was shot. I get it. I get it. But it's not fun to watch, really. It doesn't really ever do anything.
I told you, I think the reason that I didn't have so much of a problem with it is I spent like the first 15 years of my life ghost hunting, reviewing ghost hunting footage, which is just camera footage in an empty room where it's dark.
Yeah.
And so there's a part of my brain that's like, okay, I can watch a camera not moving for an hour and a half.
Yeah. The premise of the movie, and this is not a spoiler, this is what it says if you fucking go onto the IMDb page. This is the short synopsis of the movie is two kids wake up in the middle of the night to find that all the windows in the house, all the windows and doors of their house are gone and their dad is gone.
Yes.
And that's all it tells you, which sounds good. And then you watch it and it's fucking bizarre as fuck. I don't know. I just didn't. And it's way too fucking long. If it was an hour long, it would probably be my new favorite movie. It was 2 fucking hours long of nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's self-indulgent for sure.
Yes. But I would be interested to see what they do next. Because it's just I like experimental. Like I get it. Whether I liked it or not or would watch it again, I still like that people are making horror that like bums people out.
Yeah, for sure. Did you ever see Beyond the Black Rainbow?
No.
I'd be interested in your take on that one.
How old is it?
At this point, it's probably 6 or 7 years old.
Okay. It sounds familiar. Maybe I saw it.
The soundtrack is great. I think it's a little overly long, but I think it's a really fantastic film.
Well, first of all, I'll watch it. Second of all, the other thing I didn't like about this movie is like there was like instructions going around. They're like, you need to watch it in the dark. You need to do this. I'm like, if your movie needs fucking instructions, it's not that good. That's annoying. That annoyed me. And then another thing is the movie is pitch fucking black, and then every once in a while they'll show the brightest fucking TV screen ever and burn your fucking eyeballs out. And it makes really weird noises the whole movie. Weird music, weird kid noises, weird noises. And if you have a cat or a dog, just prepared for them to be absolutely fucking tortured for 2 hours. It's like a weird spooky house noises forever.
I have neither a cat nor a dog.
Not yet.
Not yet. I was going to tell you in this episode, I would like to go and look at cats next week if you're up for that.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Are you gonna get a bonded pair?
I would like a bonded pair.
Yeah, let's get a bonded pair. I feel like those are like less likely to get adopted, which is crazy. Like if they came with a buddy, it's like somebody adopted one of me and you. It's like, no, we come together, bro.
Yeah.
Bonded pair. Yeah, I'm gonna go look. And then I watched Infinity Pool with Katie a couple nights ago. Brandon Cronenberg's new horror movie with Alexander Skarsgård and Mia Goth. And it's so fucking weird. It's so weird. It's really good. That one's for me. That one's going to be on my best horror of 2023. I already know. It's extremely weird. It's a little on the sci-fi side, which I tell you all the time that I don't fucking like, but I liked it in this movie, and I love Mia Goth, and she's crazy, and I loved it.
Can I ask you a question? I want to deep dive this for a second.
Of course.
Laser sword or real sword?
I have no idea what the fuck you're saying.
Which would you prefer to see in a film? A laser sword or a real sword?
Depends on what the movie is.
But I mean, if you had your choice of two films and in the poster, there was a guy holding a sword and there was a guy holding a laser sword, which would you rather see?
Probably the regular one because I don't like sci-fi movies.
Okay. What if there was a giant dragon in the poster or a giant alien in the picture?
Alien for sure.
Okay. See, you do like sci-fi better than fantasy.
But it's not. But to me, listen, this is the understanding for me. Aliens to me seem real. Alien abduction to me seems real. I don't know. Something about like space stuff and fucking, I don't know. I can't explain it. I don't like technology shit that's not made yet. I just like, it's not interesting to me. I don't like it.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know why. But aliens seem real to me. That's why it's not fiction. It's real.
Do you like the Aliens movies?
Yeah.
That's all sci-fi. That's hard sci-fi.
I know, but I can't explain it, okay? Also, if it like borders on horror, then I like it. I just don't want like those I don't know. Like there's lots of space genre movies that I just don't like.
Did you ever see Blade Runner?
No.
I didn't think so.
No. I know I should have. What else?
I will tell you though, we saw previews before Titanic, and the Dungeons and Dragons movie is not for me.
It doesn't look good. I don't get into that shit anyway, but it doesn't. The casting looks weird. Why the fuck is Hugh Grant in it?
The only thing he's been in that's any good in the past 15 years is Paddington 2.
Oh my god. Well, he did a HBO miniseries, not a mini, limited series with Nicole Kidman, and it was so fucking good. I can't think of the name of it right now, but I'm sure people are yelling at their radio right now. But it was really good.
Did he have some kind of sex scandal in his past?
Oh yeah, he's up with a prostitute while he was dating Elizabeth Hurley.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
But nothing bad. Like
no.
Sleeping with a prostitute isn't bad.
Well, it was bad for him.
Right, because that was that era.
I know, but then he did like late night circuits and talked about it, and he's like, I fuck people, sorry. Whoopsie. Because I think too, it was like that image of him going out like he's in Notting Hill and he's an English gentleman and he's little and he shrugs and he's cute, and then he's just banging prostitutes behind his wife's back. Like that'll fuck you up a little.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to the fucking D&D trailer. They're just showing like action and fucking Michelle Rodriguez and one of those Chris people. And then there's Hugh Grant on a fucking with a weird arm around. What? He looks like a bookshop owner. Why is he in action? I was so baffled.
Such a weird casting decision.
So fucking weird. Like that should have been like literally if anybody like that should have been like Jason Momoa. Like somebody looks like that. Or John Cena. Fucking somebody. Like why is Hugh Grant there in that universe? He's not there.
So funny.
He's not there. I don't get it. I love him. But remember we talk about all the time how who's that beautiful man that's in your stupid shit that I can't watch? Oscar Isaac. I can't watch any of that shit, and he's so handsome. Why can't he be in something I can watch? Can he do a rom-com, please?
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything that I want to watch. Nothing. Not one project I want to watch. And I just have to sit back and look at him on Twitter. God. It's so unfair.
I always wonder, like, when I see that Hugh Grant thing in Dungeons and Dragons, like, who were they going for first?
Yes.
And then that person turned them down and they were like, well, let's get fucking Hugh Grant to do it.
Yeah, like, was he at a lemonade stand down the block? Like, why? How did he get here? Who? I don't understand. Why is he here? Why was he there?
I have no idea.
There has to be a story. We have to Google it.
Like, what, the Star Wars prequels has, what's his name? Hayden Christensen.
Oh, yeah. He didn't really look like he belonged there either.
They wanted Ryan Phillippe to be that role.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, at least he looks mildly brooding.
And then I'm pretty sure this might be a rumor, but the Samuel L. Jackson character in that Star Wars movie, mm-hmm. I think they were at the time like trying to get Tupac to do it.
Does that even make sense? Does that timeline make sense?
Yes.
I mean, that'd be sick as fuck, actually. That would get me to watch it, but...
Isn't that crazy?
Tupac is so fucking handsome. Tupac was one of my earliest crushes. There's a weird exclusive for our podcast.
And then I think the last weird casting choice for Star Wars was Han Solo was supposed to be Christopher Walken.
That sounds very weird.
That would have been played much differently.
Well, visually, it sounds like it would be cool. Like, it would fit in, but voice-wise, like, no.
Well, you got to remember, too, it would have been that, like... Remember when Christopher Walken was young and was just, like, fucking beautiful?
Mm-hmm.
Like that faced Christopher Walken.
Yeah. But yeah, they really need to stop putting the same people in every fucking movie. Like Chris Pine and Chris Pratt and Chris whoever the fuck else doesn't need to be in every fucking movie. Get out of here. Is there other people in Hollywood? Shit.
That's the thing that drives me the craziest because there's so much animated stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just voice roles and they still give it to the same actors.
They do. Yeah. All stars, like no regular voice actors.
They did that. We saw the trailer for the Mario movie and it's Chris Pratt.
I know, and he's not even, is he Italian? He don't look Italian?
He's not Italian. And they got him going, it's a me Mario.
I know, it's a me fucking annoying. We hate that guy. We have to count how many episodes of What's Up Weirdo we've said I hate Chris Pratt. It's got to be 50% of our episodes.
Gotta be 50%. Stay positive, everyone. Fuck Chris Pratt.
You know what's gonna happen is in like 15 years at a Comic-Con, we're gonna meet him and he's gonna like either throw me out of the way of a car or just just be the nicest person we've ever met. Just like be like, do you guys want coffee? Oh my God. And we're gonna be like, oh, we're such pieces of shit.
I don't know about that.
I don't either. He's gonna be
I do think that we're gonna meet him though.
I do too. It's bound to happen. We've put too much into the universe. He's gonna walk up and kick me in the shins. I hate that guy. Oh, I hate him so much.
Didn't he have a problem though? We talked about that though, like something wrong with him, like a.
It's the thing. It's the thing. He made his kids eat his barn animals that he raised. They watched. They had family pets that were like barn animals, and then he killed them and fed them to his kids.
I thought there was something about him with a dog.
That's why I fucking hate him. Well, maybe there was. Maybe they adopted some dogs and gave them back.
Yeah.
We don't like that shit.
Something like that.
We
Like they adopted a dog and then it went homeless or something like that.
Oh yeah, was that them?
Yeah, because that when he was married to that other weird chick.
Logan Paul did that recently.
Because wasn't Chris Pratt married to Anna Faris?
Yes.
Yeah, him and her had something with their dogs.
I
think they got accused of animal cruelty or something.
Right.
This has been your Chris Pratt hate moment. Chris Pratt. Pratt Cart Marble Art.
Oh my God, was taking me out last night. Nobody will fucking understand this, but it doesn't matter. Well, our Patreons will understand. In our Patreon video last night, we went to the dollar store and you held up this fucking jelly centipede thing and shook it around. It was like hot pink jelly centipede. And you're like, "Do you ever want a blip blip?" And I'm like, "Hey, doesn't everyone want a blip blip blip?" We're the only people who understand each other.
The two of us walking around the dollar store just making sounds. Does anybody want a blip blap for you blip blip blap?
Hey kids, have you ever seen a blip blip? Do you want one?
Then I heard you 3 aisles over squeaking dog toys and then going, this is what I heard from 3 aisles over. I'd hear, that's a good one.
I have to test them all. Who doesn't test their dog's toys? You're fucked up if you don't test them in the store. Oh, this episode is unhinged. Okay, so I have to talk about another thing I watched real fast.
Fine.
There's a new docu-series. It's a short one. It's only 3 episodes on Hulu called Stolen Youth Inside the Cult at Sarah Lawrence. It's about this guy named Larry Ray. He had this weird backstory that he like worked for the CIA or the FBI or some shit. He was like Gorbachev's fucking advisor and all this shit. So this is how the story starts. There's these kids living in a dorm. It's like 8 of them. They're all friends. One of their, roommates, this girl, is like, "My dad's been in jail for a while. He just got out. Can he fucking sleep on our couch?" And they're like, "I guess. Like, you haven't seen your dad in a while, and we don't want to be the ones in the way of like you seeing him. So sure." So he moves in, never fucking leaves. In their like school sanctioned fucking dorm. So he's sleeping on the couch. He slowly like mind warps every single kid. And they're like 19, but whatever, 18, 19, college age. He slowly brainwashes all of them, has them do shit for him, has them admit to things that they did wrong that they never fucking did wrong, videotapes them all, becomes like sexually involved with some of them. And then he gets like a weird apartment, then some of them go over there with him and he starts like making them give him money. One of them starts basically being a prostitute and giving him the money for no reason because he'll be like, he does this mind control thing where he makes you think that you did all this shit wrong and then he'll make you admit to it on tape. And he does it for so many hours and makes them not sleep. And then they just fucking say this shit so they can leave or go to sleep or make it stop. So we had all this like dirt on everybody and it's fucking insane. It's like, everything gets so much worse. It just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And I know everybody thinks this literally every time they watch a cult doc, like, how does this happen? How did you get from here to there? How do you start out as a normal fucking person and then you get to this point? This is one of the worst ones I've ever watched because the guy is not attractive. There's nothing about, I'd be like, who is this fucking old man in our house? Why are you listening to this man? It's crazy. It's crazy.
What's that on?
Hulu. Again, that's called Stolen Youth Inside the Cult at Sarah Lawrence. And yeah.
I think that was one of your best recaps.
Thanks. Oh my God. I felt it. I could have went bad.
It could have gone bad, but I think you did good. You held it together really well.
Thank you. It's crazy because I probably just watched it like 2 days ago, and I feel like web crawlers like will have to do an episode about it. It's so good. It's weird. I just don't get how it happens. Like one of the kids. See, this is where it's going to go wrong.
This is where it goes wrong because you're going to try and get better with
crack and burn. I know because you gave me a compliment, and now my brain is just like. So one of the boys who was in the original dorm, he brings like his sister to town to visit him. She lives in California. She's in fucking medical school. And then she meets this guy. They go to dinner. Shut up. They go to dinner. She just love at first sight with this fucking old guy. And then she goes back home to California. They have a long distance relationship. He starts telling her that somebody's out to kill her because of the shit that he's done in his life, and they're going to find you and they're going to hurt you. So you should come and live here. So then she moves there and she goes fucking crazy. And she is going to school to be a fucking psychologist or psychiatrist, whatever the fuck. And she gets this done to her. It's like, you know, all the things. It's insane. That's a good watch.
Maybe I'll watch it.
Oh my God, it's a good watch. It's just wild. It's wild, like, that people can be mentally broken down by somebody who is like just a piece of shit. Like, well, their entire story is fucking made up. And
I can tell you from my personal experience, it's a lot easier to do to people when you have a magnetic personality such as myself.
You're not a cult leader.
That's how listen, when you're in the cult, you don't know you are.
What am I, just obsessed with you?
Jessica, all will be revealed.
I know, just this is where everything falls apart. I've realized I've been indoctrinated. It's fucking wild though. I know that's weird and like.
But we've talked about this too when you said like this old man.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about this before. There are people that as you know them, get better looking.
No, for sure. I get it. And like, he's not old, but to them, they're at 19. So he's way the fuck older than them is what I meant. But like, he's like, just doesn't look like anything special. It's like, this is your fucking this guy's going to move into your dorm. You can party. You can do whatever you want. You're in college. You're all fucking smart as fuck. And you're just going to listen to this weird guy who got here from jail. What? It's really insane. You'll see. I'm not going to say it all, but it gets fucked up. It gets really fucked up. The last episode is so chilling because they have so much tape and video of shit that he did to these kids. There's a lot of like real time. And it's weird too because he's the one that made them keep all the fucking, he's the one that was recording.
This is all fairly recently?
Yeah. Yeah. The story butts up to like last month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's brand new. The doc just dropped like the other day.
All right.
You guys gotta watch it. Oh, you want to know something else? This doesn't have anything to do with what I was just talking about.
Of course.
Wiser Books, they emailed me about the books that they have coming out soon, and they're gonna send us some shit. And they have the Treadwell's place in London. It's in London, right?
Yep.
Is it the oldest occult bookstore in the world, or in Europe, or both?
I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But anyway, they have a plant magic book coming out. Treadwell's official plant magic book coming out in April, and they're sending us each one because I wrote back to the lady. I'm like, I could not fight him for this one, and I don't have the power to do that, and I just need you to send us two. So they're sending us two.
See, my mind control has worked.
Are you so excited?
Very excited.
I know. But people can pre-order it. I have the link in my Amazon suggestions. The cover is actually really cute.
I think Josh has a new book that can be pre-ordered.
Oh yeah, talk about that.
Yeah, Josh Mallerman, our friend, has a book coming out. It's a series of short stories, and it's called Spin a Black Yarn, and that is available for pre-order. I don't think it comes out for a few more months. So
yeah, and the cover is so cute. Is that what made you think of it?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, he put the cover on Twitter the other day. I was like, dang, that's a good one.
Yep.
I think I like all his book covers. He gets it. He has an artist's eye.
Yep.
Yeah, that's exciting. Well, this is just a tidbit that I never mentioned that is really cute since we talked about Bean in this episode. When we went to Cincinnati, I don't know what, he's been on my mind a lot. He's always on my fucking mind. He's my fucking homie. He's my soulmate. Anyway, so you guys know that I used to call Bean Spicy Tony, Spicy Tony. Whenever Bean had an attitude or when he was feisty, I call him Spicy Tony. So we go to Cincinnati and we're fucking driving around. 2 different times we passed this street called Mad Anthony. We decided it was because of Spicy Tony.
Mad Anthony equals Spicy Tony.
Mad Anthony is Spicy Tony. He just there was really no reason, not that much reason for us to even be in the area or see that sign, and it just like jumped out at us. I'm like, Mad Anthony, fucking Bean's here.
He gave you a little sign, literally a street sign.
Literally a street sign. Mad Anthony. That's like his proper spicy name.
Right, when he goes to dinner parties.
Oh, have you guys met Mad Anthony?
You may call me Spicy Tony.
Spicy Tony for sure. I love him. I miss him. What else are we doing? So our winner is coming soon. In a couple weeks, I'll do a Patreon video. Luckily, I was worried about that too because I'm like, what if the winner doesn't want to be filmed? But I'm like, she'll be super into it.
Yes.
So we'll make a vid of us hanging out with the winner. And then, yeah, people are already asking when the fuck we're going to do another one. So I was thinking, well, obviously, just to be even Stevens, we already decided that I have to fucking do one. And, well, for this contest, we had said the winner could either come here or you would fly to them. She has chosen to come here.
Yes.
And then for my contest, the stipulations were you have to come here because I can't fly with Toad. So we'll do a contest where the winner gets to come here. And then obviously, like, by whatever, you'll hang out too because you fucking live here. So
Yes.
yeah. So the next contest will be for me, technically me and Toad, but Tenny will probably hang out too. And then I was thinking it'd be fun if it was a spooky date since I'm a spookster and it can be in October. We could do like cider mill and cute spooky things. So I was thinking if we started the contest maybe early August and then I could talk about it at Paracon and then we could draw the winner late September and then do the date in October. Is that cute?
Okay, so I have ideas about this too, which we haven't talked about.
What is it?
I would like my idea to also be heard.
Well, of course.
Since this was the first time of us doing a contest like this and it's a dating contest, we thought that doing it around February for Valentine's Day would be good.
Mm-hmm.
And so for you, because you're a spooky person, I thought we should do it around Halloween. So we should do it in October, which means we should probably launch it in mid-August so that you can talk about it at Michigan Paracon.
You thought the same thing?
Yes, I did. I have it written in my notes.
This is why we're besties.
Yep.
Because our brains think the same and we're nice and we love garlic bread.
And little frogs.
And little frogs. And blips.
And blurbs and blops.
And blurbs and bleeps and that sound cute?
Yeah.
We talked about so many topics in this episode.
I know. I feel we have to give a shout out to our sponsors.
Oh yeah, we do. We got Old Town Roasting.
Doodle doo doo, which I'm drinking right now.
I'm not. I'm drinking go-go juice.
I knew you would be drinking some type of alcohol.
It's not got alcohol. It's technically just juice. There's no go. No, it's the go-go. There's no liquor.
So it's just the juice and not the go-go.
Listen, it's wild strawberry Crystal Light with caffeine. So it is go-go, but there's no.
So it's go juice.
Yeah. Yes. The second go would be
alcohol. The liquor. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, what were you saying?
Our sponsors.
And then sockdogs.com, Stacy Sockdogs. She's been pumping out some good ones lately.
I know.
On her Instagram, Original Sockdogs.
I still look at my wombat every day because it's up in my bedroom.
I know. I still look at my bean that she made me.
The cutest.
I know. She makes replicas of your pet, either if they're here with us still or if they're passed on or whatever the hell else you want. She made a cat lately, right? She doesn't make that many cats.
Yeah.
And then our other sponsor, Adam Berry. You can go to adamberrymerch.com.
adamberrymerch.com. Spoilers.
adamberrymerch.com. I hate movies. What did he come out with? Oh, he has a new ghost blanket, like a knitted, nice ghost blanket you can get on there. He has ghost hunting bags, like gear bags. He has shirts. He has Zoom meet and greets you can buy.
We didn't even talk about my second episode of Kindred Spirits that I was on.
You didn't. Last Friday when we did our live show, our What's Up Weirdo live show, you were on another episode of Kindred Spirits.
We'll save that for next week.
No, just talk about it now.
I was on a second episode of Kindred Spirits. Now that's all I got.
Firstly, it was up north in Michigan on the Valley Camp, which is an abandoned ship. Not abandoned. Decommissioned ship. And it's a museum. And it's so fucking cool inside.
Yes.
Yeah, I got to go there. And we gave you a surprise birthday party inside of it.
Yes, you did, with a candle that said old.
Yeah, the candle just said old and it was black. But yeah, you investigated with Amy and Adam and you did Estes. What did you do Estes or something else?
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
I'm going to be super honest with you right now. I haven't watched it.
I know you haven't.
You probably haven't watched it.
I watched it. Of course I watched it.
Okay, I'll watch it. I haven't had time.
I know you're too busy watching 94-part episodes of the Sarah Lawrence cult.
Maybe if you were a cult leader and you had a documentary, I would watch it sooner.
Well, I mean, eventually.
I know. We're getting there. Just kidding. JKZs. What else happened on there?
It was just a very interesting case and very sad.
Really?
Yeah.
That would be sad.
Yeah. It was just very sad because it really deals with the fact that, there's 30,000 unrecovered deaths in the lakes.
Right.
And I think that's what I was picking up kind of when I was under. I really feel like I was picking up an amalgamation of all of them.
Ugh.
Yeah.
This is a very water-centric episode.
It was. Boats all over.
Boats and beans.
That's the name of the episode. I wondered when we were going to get to it, and there it was. Boats and beans.
I kind of thought it was going to be Mad Anthony, but that works still. But yeah, the Valley Camp ship from the episode is up by Michigan Paracon. So if you go to Michigan Paracon, you can go to it. There's usually an investigation one of the nights or both of the nights. But even if you don't do the official investigation, you can go look at it because it's like, I was stunned because from outside it doesn't look shitty, but it doesn't look exciting. And then you go inside and the museum is so gorgeous.
Yep.
I loved it. And then you can walk on the top of the ship and it's all nice. You get like a view of the whole area up there.
I was wondering how you were going to feel about it with your past life Titanic experiences.
I know. I don't like boat. If that was like out on the water, I would know. I don't like being out on the water. Parked boat, fine.
When we were watching Titanic, I said, can't you wait to go on a cruise? You were like, absolutely not.
Oh, never. No. But they are supposed to be making like another Titanic, and I would want to go on it. That doesn't make any sense, I know, but still.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
I know. Doesn't sound like a good idea, but.
All right, I'm done.
I know I'm done too. I gotta eat a hot pretzel, soft pretzel. I think I'm the only person on earth who calls them hot pretzels.
Yeah, I just call them pretzels.
They're soft pretzels.
I've always just called them pretzels.
I'll call you a pretzel.
That's the big ending joke. Call you a pretzel.
That's what I got. I'm exhausted. Me and Katie are about to watch a movie called, I can't say it. I can't say it. I think it's, how do you say it? Wasera? Oh, yeah, I think you say it Wasera. It's like a Spanish horror movie. It looks scary and good. It's about a lady who gets pregnant and then shit starts getting weird and her body starts cracking and shit. It's supposed to be terrifying.
All right, well, you have fun with that.
I know. That's a nice one to just lull me into a nice cozy evening with a soft pretzel. I'll talk about that on the next episode.
Anything else for this weekend?
Fights are on Saturday. Well, what about you?
Nothing I have to be involved with.
What does that mean?
Like if I want to get dressed now and go to the bar, I can do that. I've got to wake up early for anything tomorrow.
You're gonna go to the bar?
Why not?
It's late.
It's 11:30. I don't usually get there till midnight anyway. That way I only have 2 hours to drink.
Didn't you just go the other day?
Sunday.
Okay, party animal. I'm just gonna stay home.
All right, good. Have fun watching your little horror film.
Maybe I'll go sometime soon though. I miss Gus.
All right, I'm done.
Okay, have fun at the bar.
If I go.
If you go.
Okay, thanks for taking me to see Titanic.
Oh my god, thanks for going.
No problem.
I'll text you when I go again in a few days.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Oh my god, bye.
King of the world.